Welcome back into the channel. It's your boy Steve from Straightfire Picks. We're back with your best bets for the NBA. Here for you today on Monday, April 21st, 2025. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions. As always, 3 picks in the video, guys. Let's get this 3-0 sweep today in this NBA playoff slate.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that Cap made now. Straight fire.
As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. If you're a returning viewer, also make sure you hit that like button for me as well. It really helps us out here at the channel. Let's do a recap from the weekend, guys. We had an NBA video on Saturday, which was my birthday. And we had a couple of MVP exclusive plays on Sunday. So let's recap the weekend. Ended up going 4-1. 2-1 on Saturday, and we swept our MVP plays in the NBA on Sunday. So from Saturday, we cashed the Clippers plus 2.5 spread. We were very fortunate to cash this. I'm not going to lie about that. Norman Powell hits a 3 right at the buzzer to cash the plus 2.5 for us. So obviously, we were thrilled about that. I'm not going to complain. Jalen Brunson, over 27.5 points. Pretty sweat-free. He gets there with like 6 or 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so not too sweaty of a play there. He finishes with 34 points. Obviously, we love seeing that. And then we missed our one play there on the day. Now I have to jog my memory because, of course, my memory goes sour on me sometimes, guys. While I'm doing that, from Sunday, we cashed our 2 added plays. Derek White over 22.5 PRAs, an absolute wagon for us this season. We took him again. He scored 30 points. He didn't have to look at his rebounds and assists. He absolutely killed it on Sunday. And then we cashed on Brandon Podziemski over 12.5 points. He gets this done literally with like a minute and a half left. That was definitely sweaty, but he does end up getting there, which we love to see that. And then our one miss of the day was Rudy Gobert over 24.5 PRAs. Yeah, I forgot about Rudy Gobert because he pissed me off, guys. He absolutely ticked me off the other day with what went on in that game. He ended up finishing with, he might not even gotten double digits. It was in foul trouble. There was a blowout. There's just a lot of bad things that happened there, but it is what it is. What can you do about it? But like I said, that was our only miss of the weekend. 4-1 for the weekend, plus 2.66 units. We'd love to see it, guys. For our Comet Capper recap, we have Manny the Maniac 99 calling the Colorado Avalanche money line. And then Demetrius Smith calling a 2-part parlay with the Clippers plus 7.5. Knicks money line, that's a teaser. A lot of times you get even value for pick it 2. So great call out there from Demetrius. Love to see it. It's a nice strategy. That's our Comet Capper recap. If you guys want to participate in that, drop your favorite pick down below. If you want your pick included in our Comet Capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick and include your pick in the video if it hits. All right, I think it's time for us to get after it here today, guys. If you guys are, one quick thing, if you guys are interested in anything here around the channel in regards to membership, merchandise, or social media, connecting with us on social media, all those links are down below in the pinned comment and the description. Like I said, great ways to connect with us there. Without further ado, guys, let's get right into our picks here for today. At number 1, go back to the Los Angeles Clippers money line here versus the Denver Nuggets. We're going minus 115 odds on Fanatics. So I think the books got the drift the other day that the better team probably lost in Game 1. The Clippers were in control of Game 1 pretty much start to finish before relinquishing the lead late. And at one point, obviously, they had a double-digit lead, and they gave it up, and the Nuggets ended up winning that game in overtime. Well, I think the Clippers draw even today. I really do. I was glad we took the points in Game 1. I thought the Clips would win Game 1. We did end up hitting our bet on the Clippers, but I think here, once again, in Game 2, I think we see a great performance from the Clippers, and I think they seal the deal this time and win this game. A couple things that really hurt the Clippers at the end of that game were some really costly turnovers at the end of that game. It was really hard to watch. When I was watching it live, just some really dumb turnovers and a couple dumb things that happened at the end of the game where I'm like, that just should not happen, and it did. But I think in this spot, I really think the Clippers are the better team. I trust their cohesion more still. everything I said from Game 1 still holds weight with me. I know the Nuggets put up one game, and I'll give them that. But like I said, I trust the whole squad as the Clippers more. I trust them to make better adjustments with their head coach as far as with their coaching. And I trust their team cohesion more. We saw the Clippers really play some of the best basketball in the NBA down the stretch. Last 15 games, the Clippers were first in offensive rating, third in defensive rating, which you'll love to see that. Last 15 games for the Nuggets, they were 13th in offensive rating, 19th in defensive rating. So I think overall there we have a nice edge there with the Clippers as far as how they've been playing lately. And like I said, their team cohesion, obviously with Harden, Leonard, Powell, and Zubac all playing. I love this team. I really do. I think they could do big things in these playoffs. And I think the Nuggets are. I just don't trust. I just don't trust the Nuggets right now yet. I know they won Game 1. Like I said, they fired their coach at the end of the year. It's a tough thing to recover from. I think on a consistent basis, as far as making adjustments goes, with a new head coach, I just I think I'm going to give a big edge here to the Clippers. I think they just have a big edge, and I see them as a better team defensively. And at times I see them as more consistent offensively. But particularly on the defensive side, and when you need defensive stops, I trust the Clippers more. Now, one thing the Clippers are going to have to do a better job of that they didn't in Game 1, they're going to have to keep the Nuggets off the offensive glass. That was really the issue at the end of that game. The Clippers were generating stops, they just weren't getting rebounds. So hopefully, obviously they could turn that around here and secure those rebounds. So, do love it there, guys, though. For our number 1 pick, we're going Los Angeles Clippers money line here versus the Denver Nuggets, minus 115 odds on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 2, we got Jalen Brunson, over 27.5 points here for the New York Knicks. We're going minus 109 odds on Bet Rivers, risking a unit here. Really like this spot once again on Brunson. Yeah, it's a repeat of our play the other day. Of course I'm going to repeat this. Why wouldn't I? I do put up 34 in a spot that we talked about ball dominant guards, so why wouldn't I take the same line? Are the Pistons going to adjust to double team them? I don't think so. I don't think this is a situation where you can double team Brunson just because of Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby. There's a lot more options on the Knicks. So I think they're going to have to kind of live with what Brunson was doing. And honestly, Brunson didn't particularly shoot well. I mean, it's 12 of 27 from the floor. I guess that's not too bad, but really wasn't all that efficient of a game from Brunson, but he still put up a lot of shots, which we'd love to see that. If you get anywhere near that type of shot volume, he's obviously going to cash once again. And I think it's very likely to me, that he has a better first half. He didn't particularly have a good first half versus the Pistons. He really got it going in the second half, but I could see him having a better first half here and coming more out strong out of the gate. We've seen him go over in 7 of his last 8 games versus the Pistons. We've talked about how ball-dominant guards have really had their way versus the Pistons, especially of late. SGA, 33. Zach LaVine, 43. Desmond Bane, 38. Jalen Brunson, 34. And the one that we cashed. So obviously, like I said, we're going to take this again. Since Brunson's come back, he's put up logs at 15, 27, 15, 27, and 34. Particularly at home, I trust him. I'm going to be honest with you. If he was on the road, I probably wouldn't take it. But with him being at home, I really like him to hit this over once again. Playoffs are just a different animal for this guy. He's cashed over 27.5 points in 9 of his last 12 playoff games. So when the playoff lights are on, guys, Brunson Roy is at his best. And he knows how to lead this team. So love it there, guys. For our number 2 pick, we're going Jalen Brunson, over 27.5 points here for the New York Knicks. Minus 109 odds on Bet Rivers. Okay, and finally at number 3, we got James Harden, over 38.5 PRAs here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Going minus 112 odds here on FanDuel. But guys, we got James Harden, 6 of his last 6 to this line, with no less than 42 PRAs in his last 6 games. So obviously I like seeing that. He's likely once again to play 40-plus minutes today, which obviously would be terrific. When he's played 40-plus minutes this season, he's 5 of 6 to this line. So basically, if he's going to get big minutes, guys, I'd love him to get his PRAs here. I think once again, I think we could see that. And this really is the best spot on the floor for the Nuggets to attack. As far as where the Nuggets are weakest defensively, They allow the 12th most points to point guards, the 8th most assists to point guards over the last 15 games. So I like seeing that. It's a pretty solid place to attack on the floor for Harden. I think he can take advantage of this matchup once again. Obviously, the Nuggets can't really double James Harden because of Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, Zubac, a lot of capable bodies, very similar to what we talked about there with Jalen Brunson. So once again, I think Harden's in a great spot here to hit his over and to have a great game 2. And I think the Clippers, like I said, bring it in game 2 and get this cover for us. So love the spot here, guys, on the Clippers. Really have a lot of faith in them today. Have a lot of faith in Harden to get this done. Love it there for a number 3 pick, guys. We're going James Harden over 38.5 PRAs here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Minus 112 odds on FanDuel. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys' support as always. You guys absolutely rock. Let's have a big day here in the NBA. Drop your favorite pick for me down below. Let's cash in. Oh, I got to take these binocs off. Had to have the binoculars on, guys. I'm blind as a bat without them. Or without contacts. It just is what it is. But I appreciate you guys. Had a great birthday. Thank you for all the birthday love. I forgot to say that in the MLB video. But thank you guys for all the birthday love. It was a great day. We only went 3-3 across the channel. But, still ended up having a great day. And then yesterday we did pretty good on our MVP plays. We swept our NBA plays. Like I said, I promised the members that I'd put those out, and obviously glad that we did. Glad that we cashed. Outside of that, though, that will do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace out.